Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and today it's all about the lace molds. So come and let's learn some tips and techniques about the lace mold with me. So here again I am there with some tips and techniques with these molds. In my previous video I explained you how to use these molds, the silicone molds, but these are the deep molds, so we cannot use any light material in this. Though I showed you the paper clay from Prima, and then I also showed, you can definitely see the link below in description box for the molds I used. Today I am there to discuss with this kind of lace molds. People are facing difficulty to get embellishment out of these kind of lace molds. So because these are the molds which has a very light thickness, it's very light. So I'll just show you a few tips and techniques how to use these molds. I experimented a lot with different material. Here two material I have used. One is a texture paste, normal ordinary texture paste. You can use your homemade texture paste also in this. And here is a heavy body gel. That's it, a simple heavy body gel. There is a technique to apply the paste and gels in this molds, so that I'll show you. But before showing it, it's just a small step. So before showing it, I would like to discuss few points. This you need to remove very carefully because it's very delicate. So you can remove it very lightly like this. Only the difference is if you use heavy body gel, you will get a semi-transparent kind of a embellishment. Though you are using it for the mixed media, it doesn't matter which color it is coming, like with which color it is coming out. I am here to discuss the flexibility, how flexible these molds are. See, if you are using the heavy body gel, it will be very flexible like this. And with the lace, with the molding paste, it will be flexible again, but not that much like the way we get it from the heavy body gel. This will be a little fragile. See, so you need to take care a lot when you are removing it. So this is very delicate with the molding paste, and I have prepared a swatch with the different material, so you get exact idea what material you want to use according to your projects. So see, this is flexible, but it's very delicate as well. So let me discuss few points. This is a embellishment I have taken with the molding paste only, which is flexible. And if you mix with the pigment powders, it's a big disaster, because molding paste and pigment powders, you get the consistency very, see, it will break because the texture paste will get dry easily once you mix the powder. So any kind of powder form you mix with the texture paste, you will get the fragile kind of embellishment. So I personally will not prefer any kind of powder form to mix with the texture paste. Now if you mix acrylic colors, you will get a little flexible mold like this. So it's okay to use acrylic paint. This is a heavy body gel. This is a heavy body gel. But I have mixed a little talcum powder in this. So the color is a bit white than the transparent, semi-transparent. So you can definitely use talcum powder because the heavy body gel is a little the consistency is little soft, so you can mix powder in it, talcum powder in it, and you can get this kind of flexible mold. Here I have used heavy body gel and acrylic paint, and the mold is superb. The lovely flexibility I have got. So heavy body gel and acrylic paint, it's perfectly alright. Here I have used heavy body gel with the pigment powders. So again, heavy body gel with the powder, it's absolutely fine. It will give you a bright look of the colors. So heavy body gel and the powder form, it's perfectly alright. Here I have used 3D gloss gel plus glitters. 3D gloss gel plus glitter. Why I have used 3D gloss gel? Because it's glossy. Once it dries, it gives the actual shine of the glitter. So that is also perfectly alright. The 3D gloss gel with the glitters. You will get the flexible mold embellishment like this. So that is absolutely fine. The lace mold 3D gloss gel plus I'll just show you how to use the 3D gloss gel, and I think the embellishment has come out from this. This is a very light mold, very light and small mold like this. So I have taken an embellishment from this, and it is very much flexible. This is only 3D gloss gel. Only 3D gloss gel. It is very flexible and very delicate too. So 3D gloss gel is also absolutely fine. Here I have used 3D gloss gel plus acrylic. Let me show you. It's fabulous. It gives a little shine when you mix with the 3D gloss gel. And the mold, your embellishment is very, very, very flexible like this. So on your bottles and all projects, the curvy projects, you can definitely use these kind of embellishments. Here I tried texture paste with a little deep mold like this. It's not that much deep, but semi deep, like I can say it's not that much shallow like this, a little deep, but still I can use my texture paste. But again, I'm worried about the flexibility. It's fragile, so I'll not suggest you to use this texture paste in the deep molds. Now many of you will ask that you have used all white texture paste, so can we use black texture paste? Yes, definitely, and here is the answer. I have prepared a mold which is totally dried up, and I'll just take it out. What I have done, I'll just show you how to apply and how to clean the mold, but let me take it out with the black molding paste. So I'll just take it out. It's very delicate, so you need to take out very carefully. And see how lovely lace mold is there with the black texture paste also. Let me get some light background and see how nice lace mold I have got it. So these doilies, it's very flexible again with the texture paste. This is a black texture paste I have used. Again you can mix powder, but that is going to be very fragile. So if you want to, because in black there is no meaning mixing any kind of colors. If you want a flexible embellishment, then use the texture paste only. No any other things inside that. Don't mix anything with this. You will get a very good and flexible mold like this. Though it is very delicate, but still. So now I'll show you how to apply your texture paste or any medium in this mold. Cleaning is very easy with the mold if it is totally dried. It will go off simply by wiping it with the wet cloth, or simply just rub it with the hands like this. So I'll just take my texture paste. I'll quickly show you how to use these molds. And for that I am taking my molding paste. I am using Montmartre modeling paste. And what you need to do, you just have to take your modeling paste and apply it like this. Press it hard in your mold. So this is the right way to put your molding paste or any other material inside your lace mold. Lace molds are very delicate to use. You need to press it hard so that there will not be any air bubble inside, and you will get a better embellishment out. So this is the right way to apply your texture paste or any other material inside the lace mold. Once you fill the mold with the texture paste, the important thing is to do, let me finish filling the mold, and this one is a very important step. Once you fill up your mold like this, see it's filled up completely. Now you need to tilt your knife a bit and just clean it off like this. Maintain the level of the mold. It should not go inside the mold. The point of the knife should not go inside the mold. Just clean extra. Take care that you don't take much out of it, and you maintain. If you feel that it is coming out, just apply the texture paste again and remove excess like this. And it is done. See here, you can see a little line, so that also you clean it with your knife and it's gone. So try to maintain the balance. I'll be back once it dries, and before removing this from the mold, one more important thing you need to take care, that I'll show you once I get back with the dried mold. And I'm back with the dried mold now. My molding paste is almost dry after 4 hours. It all depends on the weather at your place also, that how much time it will take to dry, so that you need to observe yourself. Now before removing this doily, one important thing we need to do is, I'm just taking a wet wipe and I'll clean it up, the excess part. See, if you can see this a little opaqueness over here. Once I clear it, if you don't do this step, it's fine, absolutely. But then let me show you one thing here. See, this is a clear part, this one, and the opaque part is also there, so you can clearly see the difference, that here it's not clean and here it's clean. So what kind of embellishment you want, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter much, because you are going to place it on your project and then you are going to paint it, so that it's all on you how clean embellishment you want. So I'm clearing it off like this with the wet wipe, and my mold is clear now, so I'll be getting a very clear doily out of this. And see how crisp image I have got the doily. There is no opaqueness, or it's a pure net. So this is the way I am using my lace molds. I discussed all the possibilities, so hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for joining. Friends, do let me know what other topics you want to see on my channel, so that I'll try to make those videos. Till then, bye bye. See you soon with new crafty topics.